What's going on, everybody? Looks like the Eagles draft has finally come to a head. Don't think we're trading back in here. I got a bunch of stuff I need to do. It's finally all coming to an end. So much work, so much fun. I hope you enjoyed all of the draft coverage before and during this draft over at 4th and John and here. But right now, I just want to talk about our last couple picks real fast. Just give a quick little my reaction on them. Then I'll be back later with my full analysis of this entire draft. As you see here, these are all of our picks, but need to get some food, need to go get my family, need to do a bunch of things. So right now, I'm just going to talk about these last couple picks. And I know some people are feeling a certain way about it, but I'm actually really liking these last two picks as well. JaCoby Stevens, somebody that really gets me excited, someone we've talked about before. And look, he's that hybrid safety linebacker. He's listed as a safety, but he's a linebacker. Last year, he had 63 tackles, 6 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, 4 pass breakups, 3 forced fumbles, and 1 of those for a recovery. He runs a 4.38, got a 9'9" broad jump. Dude, this guy is, he's in like the 97th percentile. He's like the top most athletic safety in this draft class. He was a beast, but he's really a linebacker. Think of kind of like a Malcolm Jenkins, Jamal Adams-esque. I'm not saying he's at talent level, although some people did at one point have him as first round talent. I knew he was a day 3 kind of talent probably. There's some issues, but honestly, I think with Jonathan Gannon, this kid is going to be awesome. I think he's going to fit in here perfectly, and he's exactly what I've been talking about, that nickel linebacker. And we'll see what happens with Davian Taylor. And, I still have a lot of hope for him, but JaCoby Stevens, that gets me excited. The NFL is changing. So you get a guy like this, at his size, 6'1", 212. That's not bad at all. I'll be real with you. I think, obviously maybe not as, thick as you would want him to be per se, but he's pretty good to me, but more of a box safety. He's not one of those coverage guys. That's why you consider him more of a linebacker. His instincts maybe aren't the best. I think he's definitely missed some tackles from what I saw. So he's got to work on that. He's not like, oh, he's a great linebacker. I'm just saying that's probably where we'll have him at. So I liked the pick. I'll be real with you. And then Patrick Johnson, another defensive lineman. The Eagles loaded up on linemen in this draft. This kid, I like him. We have talked about him. A little tight in the hips. We've talked about that. I think he's more fit. I forget who had asked me about him, but I think he was more fit to be a 3-4 outside linebacker. And that's where you're seeing the confusion. People are like, oh, he's a linebacker. Because I listed him as a defensive end. I'm like, well, he's an edge rusher. So if we're running a 4-3, that would mean he is a defensive end. If we were a 3-4, then he would be an outside linebacker. I saw some things. Somebody tagged me in something saying he could possibly play the Sam position. Yeah. Think of Jannard Avery, how Jannard Avery right now is being moved back to try that out because it wasn't working out well for him as a defensive end. So, yeah, I saw a comparison to Derek Barnett as well. So that kind of tells you he's more of a defensive end, but kind of that build could be an outside linebacker in a 3-4. So I like Patrick Johnson. I think he's definitely got to work on some things. I don't know if he's the best edge rusher. He's definitely got to work on some things. He's got good handwork, but he's got to work on that counterattack. I think that he's definitely worthy of the 7th round pick, right? I don't think he was going to go any higher. So people are upset. There's a lot of names that we liked. I had high on my board. That was unfortunate. But guess what? Undrafted free agents, baby. So a lot of these guys are going to be priority free agents. We're going to see who the Eagles sign. You guys know I always try to pick out the diamonds in the rough, and I'm excited, man. There's a lot of great talent still not drafted here. Austin Watkins, we talked about, DJ Daniel, so many talented guys that we'll see. But yeah, just wanted to give you that quick analysis. I'll be back later tonight. We'll talk about the entire draft, give you guys my draft grade, but I enjoyed those last 2 picks. And man, we talked about shoring up the defense. We sure did today. I mean, we got Johnson, Stevens, Jackson, McPherson, Tulipaladu, and Williams. The only person that was offense was Gainwell today. And then obviously yesterday we took 1 offense, 1 defense, and then day 1 offense. So I said I wanted at least 6 defensive players. Holy hell. I think that's what it is. We have 6 defense and 3 offense. I got my wish. All right, Howie, you did a good job. We'll be back to talk later, guys. I hope you're going to be ready to talk some birds because I'm pumped up about this draft. I think we did a good job. Going to have a bunch of guests throughout this week talking about this draft, how they feel about it. So if you guys are watching this later, you have any comments about these draft picks, let me know. We can talk about them when I see them. If not, I will be back later to go through my draft recap. Thank you guys for following, liking, retweeting, sharing, whatever you're doing, hitting that subscribe button. You guys are awesome. Truly appreciate you guys. It's been a enjoyable ride. I have not slept right in months. I cannot wait. But the excitement's just begun because now we know who our team is a little bit. Now we'll see if we had some free agents since we see where the holes are. Maybe a Steven Nelson. Would love to have Steven Nelson. You guys go check that video out I made about 5 minutes after he was cut. Would love to have him. Got some nice stats on him and just everything he's done throughout his career. So love to have him. Maybe a Casey Hayward. We can still get better, guys. Don't think this is the end of the roster. So I'm going to get rolling out. I'll be back a little bit later with the draft recap. Have yourself a great day. And as always, go Birds!